Simply put, it's bull. Completely bull. I read through quite a bit of it myself, and yeah, it's complete bull. It puts. I know it's been oversaid so many times, but it puts too much power in the hands of people that don't have a right to it. Now, the copyright laws we already have in place make it so putting up copyrighted material on YouTube and things like that, like I got flagged for it once. I thought it was dumb, but that's because they were abusing their power. But that's fine by me. I took it down. It was one thing. But some of the penalties on this thing are just dumb. I mean, 5 years for one link of anything that has anything to do with anything. It's. The only reason I'm expressing, I'm gonna let you guys know right now. I not political, politically neutral. I do not even participate in the system, and that may end up ruining me. But simply put, I it's bull. Let's face it, guys. And if this goes through, I'm probably just gonna play it safe and delete everything I have if it goes through, just so I don't risk the penalties on this. People who have copyrighted material in their videos, if it goes through, have a chance to go to jail for 5 years, and I really don't want to do that. So, I don't know. I live in America, and in case you guys don't know, actually, I'm pretty sure everybody knows now, even if you're not in America. Point still being, it's dumb because it really does. It gives too much power to people. There are unrealistic damages for very vague terms of crossing over the threshold. And one of the biggest BS parts of it, one of the biggest, as soon as I saw it, I called bull, just based on the nature of the very bill itself. It said, and I quote the First Amendment of it, this, well, paraphrase, this is not meant to infringe upon any freedom of speech or freedom of the press. By its very nature, it could. That's the problem with the copyright laws. If somebody thinks, oh, somebody's putting some of my content out there without my permission, blah, 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 then what ends up happening is they can take it down, even if the person's not making benefit off of it, even if they're using it for their own creative license and just making it because they can, even if they're not making any money off it, they have a right to just take it down. Now, I understand pirates could take it somewhere and goof off with it and not pay for it, blah, 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 but... and? They've been doing that for years. I'm not even kidding. I mean... there's something people need to know about the pirating community. And it's just how it works. It's how the rules go. Internet piracy is very difficult to stop. Some people have found ways around it in their products by, linking it into a single machine or only giving so many installments and things like that nature. Just, limiting the disk itself, limiting the content itself. That ends up helping out a lot. Even Steam, it'll lock it into a single account, so you can't just copy it and give it to your friend. You'd have to have them playing on your account, which you can't have more than one of at a time. There are ways around it, and this bill is not one of them. Everything they do, it doesn't really handle it. Even if they're like, oh, it tells them how to break that. That's one thing. I mean, if they just had a bill to focus on just sites that encourage it, that give pointers on how to do it, that's fine. Heck, even on YouTube, if they just passed that in the law and made a deal with YouTube, say, hey, if you find anybody who has a tutorial on how to get this stuff for free, anybody who has a tutorial of stuff to get things for free, you have to give us the right to take it down. And go, yeah, sure, whatever. YouTube wouldn't have a problem with it. It's just this whole idea of the piracy community of the internet. Internet pirates always find a way. Even with the ways that have been set up of like limiting it to a single computer or whatever, things like that. And some of the more hardcore ones actually have ways to switch up their own IP address to make them very hard to track. So you can't even put like trackers in the internet. But that was one of the things that happened with the PSP that I had, is you saw that I did a little test of Metal Gear Solid blah blah blah. When I tried making a copy of it onto my computer, so that way I could hold on to it, just create a backup, and then I could put it back on later, when I put that back onto the computer, it completely refused to start up. I mean, it really did. It said basically you have to go and rebuy this again, just because we can't be sure if you actually own it or not. And I understood that, so I deleted it. I didn't have the money. I couldn't do that, so whatever. I understand and respect that. But this bill is just dumb. It doesn't do what it's trying to do. And even though they're like, oh, we're the big bags in the entertainment industry are paying us a lot to put this through, what they're actually doing is they're providing themselves a big opening to shut people up. Even myself. I'm nobody. I talk to what, like 30 people at any given point in time? Sometimes people watch it multiple times and I get up to like 90 video views. Oh. But it's just, it gets me, you know? Because until this goes through, I am putting a damper on my abridged series. I might even put a damper on my review, actually, now that I've read through the bill itself. Any LP I do, that's going to be iffy here or there kind of thing. The commentary channel, not going to be. I'll put up the RAWs until we comment on them and then delete the RAWs, because it's either that or I could try emailing it to every member that's going to be involved in it and just have them watch it with us on their own computer while we have the conversation. But I don't know what to make of it. It's not a good bill by any stretch of the imaginations. It's very crippling to free speech and free expression on the internet, and therein lies my problem with it. They're claiming that it restricts no freedom, none at all. The internet will still be just as free, we just want to stop people from getting things illegally. And that sounds so noble, but the execution they have in there has so many hidden poisoned barbs that I really, really don't want to risk things. So if it goes through, which with how everybody's getting up in arms about it, including myself, but I'm not signing anything, I'm not political, I don't think it's going to go through. But if it does, I'm sorry that I'm going to have to retire as an LPer officially. You know, officially speaking, I won't be LPing. Even the commentary channel will have to crash if that goes through, because I won't risk it. Not with the consequences they have on the line. Now, I'm ticked, but being as I am non-political, I'm just going to let it go. See where it goes. I doubt it's going through, but if it does, I'll deal with it. So that's just my thoughts on it. Look, and guys, I don't want you to get sad. I don't want you to get mopey. I'll still put up content. I'll find something to put up. Just not my LPs. I'll find something else to put up. Yeah, I'm gonna have a hard time doing that. But I'm gonna find something. I will. I will find a way. You better believe it. Just know. I'm gonna find something to put up. So, you know what? That would be a good time to start doing my RP thing that I was talking about earlier. So if it goes up, I might do that. Or I might just do vlog reviews. No content whatsoever, just the words, the review. Not sure. So until the 24th, I'm not going to actually record the webcam video for the review, but I will get all the game footage I need so I can throw it together in like a 24-hour period. But that's that. Don't know what else to say to you guys. I hope it doesn't go through, because I may not have been in the mood recently, but the reason for that is complicated. But until then, my friends, farewell. Haha, peace sign.